Post playing, I've got myself cleaned out by doctors. Had a couple of surgeries, but that was just all little things that I've been carrying along throughout my sporting career. Basically, I've got my work, which has been ticking along now for a couple of years. So I'll just basically throw myself into that arena and keep myself busy there. But also outside of it, just gives me more time to do things I enjoy, like going down and coaching young kids and giving them a hand and hopefully help maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 of those kids hopefully achieve their dream one day of playing for Australia. And also just gives me an opportunity now to spend time with family and friends, and getting myself married later this year, and just the extra time makes doing those tasks a lot easier. To be involved in my sport is also another thing I really want to be part of. I look at, especially hockey, my sport, there's the coaches and the people that helped me get to where I wanted to get. They were people who had gone to where I've been and achieved the top level and played at the elite level. And I sort of feel it's a bit of responsibility for me to now go back and pass on my knowledge and help out kids and those sorts of things where I can, so that hopefully they can all go out there and live their dream of playing hockey for Australia or Victoria or whatever it is. I'm going to miss the camaraderie of the team. I think that's probably the major thing I miss. It's by the end of it, they almost become your family when you spend that much time away with the team, and you get to know guys on such a different level, as well as their partners as well. We almost become like a little family wherever we go, and I think that's the thing that you're going to miss a lot, just the characters of a team. Outside of the kookaburras, I'm probably going to miss just the training and the ability to physically test yourself. Obviously you can still do that yourself, but it's not the same when you're competing at the top level against other countries and those sorts of things. I'm going to miss that challenge, and the challenge that used to make you get out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to training and those sorts of things. You did it because you loved it, and now that you don't have those opportunities anymore, you're going to really miss out on testing that sort of part of yourself. No regrets. I've got everything in line, and it was a very smooth transition. So I think I'd done the work and listened to the right people and had things in place so that when I did decide to hang up the stick, it was all smooth motion. I think at times playing at the elite level became a lot more than just going out there and competing, in terms of trying to juggle your finances and all those sorts of things. At the end of the day, you just wanted to go out there and hit a hockey ball as best you could, but then all of a sudden you'd have financial decisions that you had to make in regards to funding and all these sorts of things that you didn't really want to have to make, because you knew at some stage someone, whether it was at the top level or down the lines, was going to be affected by what decision you made. And I always thought I didn't have the best knowledge to make the decision, because I wasn't an accountant or skilled in those areas. So all the stuff that came on top of just being a hockey player are things that I certainly won't miss. The training, in terms of getting out of bed early and pushing yourself, whilst now I'll still be active and still do all my tasks, still do fitness tasks and those sorts of things to keep myself in reasonable nick. I won't miss getting out of bed or doing things at times that were inconvenient to me. So it just becomes a bit more flexible in terms of you becoming fit in your own time and at times that suit you. So I won't miss that. Probably just because I have my IT degree and in the IT industry now working, just my ability to keep up to speed with what's been happening in that area. You sort of had your training, basic training, but with the IT industry moving as quickly as it does, you're not able to stay on top of it as much as you can. So the extra time that I'll have now that I'm not training and competing, it'll give me opportunity to really invest some time into coming up to speed and keeping on top of those sorts of areas that are going to be important to me in my career post-hockey.
What have you learned from your career in sport that will serve you well in the future?
I've learnt that whatever the situation, you can achieve what you want to achieve. It's been it's an interesting ride. You sort of learn the highs and the lows and how to deal with setbacks, and whether they're personal or for other people. You just learn how to deal with them or how to help other people through difficult times. What else? I've learnt to time manage myself a lot better, to be a lot more organised, and I think my perspective on life's changed. I think through sport, it's very easy to get caught up in the whole how difficult everything is, and people are always keen to tell you how difficult everything is. But when you sit down and try and break things down into small step-by-step processes, you can realise you can achieve these difficult tasks. It's just a matter of one, knowing how to break it down and do those steps, but also two, believing that you can do it. And I think that's the main thing, that if you have that belief that you can do anything, then there's nothing out there stopping you. And sport's done that for me.